Imagine being locked in a cabin in the woods, and the only person with you is a drunk father who picks up a knife, calls you the angel of death, and tries to kill you.
Wait, his own dad comes after him with a knife? That's terrifying.
Chapter 6 opens with Pap winning his power struggle. He kidnaps Huck, takes him by skiff across to the Illinois shore, and locks him in a hidden cabin deep in the timber. At first, Huck actually enjoys the freedom. Fishing, smoking, no school, no manners.
So Huck prefers living with Pap over the widow's house?
For a while, yes, until the beatings get worse and Pap starts disappearing for days, leaving Huck locked inside. The first key scene is Pap's government rant. Drunk and mud-covered, he launches into a tirade against the law for trying to take his son and his money. Then he shifts to raging about a free black professor from Ohio who can vote and dress well. Twain uses dramatic irony here brilliantly. Pap is the lowest figure in the novel. Illiterate, violent, covered in mud, yet he claims superiority over an educated man based solely on race. The satire exposes the absurdity of white supremacy by letting Pap condemn himself with his own words.
So Twain isn't endorsing those views. He's making Pap look ridiculous.
Exactly. Pap even trips over a salt pork tub mid-rant and kicks it with his broken boot. Twain literally brings him crashing down. The second key scene is the delirium tremens episode. Pap hallucinates snakes crawling up his legs and dead men marching towards him. Then he grabs a clasp knife and chases Huck around the cabin, calling him the angel of death. Huck barely escapes by slipping out of his jacket. When Pap finally collapses against the door, Huck loads the gun and sits behind a turnip barrel, aiming it at his sleeping father. That image of Huck pointing a gun at his own dad, it's horrifying and sad at the same time. The character driving this chapter is Pap. He begins asserting control, kidnapping Huck and playing the aggrieved father. But as the chapter progresses, his violence escalates, from beatings to attempted murder. His drunkenness strips away any pretense of authority, revealing him as a figure ruled entirely by rage and addiction. He ends the chapter unconscious, with a gun pointed at him by his own son. He's completely lost any right to call himself a parent. The central theme here is freedom versus captivity. Huck is physically imprisoned in the cabin, yet earlier he felt more trapped by the widow's civilising rules. Twain forces us to ask what real freedom means when both options cage Huck in different ways. The key symbol is the cabin door. Pap locks it every night, sleeps with the key under his head. That door represents total control, and Huck's hidden saw cut in the bottom log represents his quiet, determined resistance. Could you use the door in an essay about power in the novel? Absolutely. It's a concrete symbol of Pap's authority and its eventual failure. For your essay, zoom in on the government rant. Analyse how Twain uses Pap's dialect, his mud-caked appearance, and the slapstick tub fall to undercut racist ideology through satire. Quote Pap's words, then show how the dramatic irony works. Examiners love seeing students unpack Twain's technique, not just his themes. Here's your discussion question. Does Huck enjoy the cabin life because